Let's take a look at this book. The Flower of Time. Read it. Okay, it's a 4-page it's a novel here. Who am I? Sven Leonard, eater of game, first huntsman of Cud. You will need to worry about them. A bullet shot into the forbidden calculi from the manage abilities menu. That's one of the randomly generated phrases. Alright. As for the change of weather, with a matte black, unbreakable blade, spidered with silvery veins, to the present several of his counselors he insisted on levying harsh taxes on a field of vision. More tentacles writhe over tools, books, circuit boards, frog cadavers, and saltwater pearls. I had heard the accounts given by fungi who crossed Mograhi on the glass. Some of the air in thick haze, for all the estimates of haze have been expected, because from the Lord's wells. This process takes between 1 and 2 weeks. What could possibly go wrong? Breathe deep the breath of gods and die! Empty chest, not my day. Accordingly, the roseate hue stretched higher. Each sketty was made to follow and strike each other, rebounding and vibrating, apparently attracting each other until their families were sundered and driven apart. If you are, to electric current. Magre ye as a token of my gratitude. Each mutation has a penetration value at 1,000 million millions. Oh, how the dromads know. I mean, do I just go with this? I'm kind of tempted to. I kind of feel like if I'm gonna read the rest of it, it should be let's see. Yep. Whoop. Yep. Yep. Oh, that doesn't capture based on the window. The monitor capture doesn't capture this. Hmm. Can I do? Let's see. Clearly, this is worth the effort. We have a yeah, full screen checkbox. There we go. Okay. Okay, why? Oh, because the display just likes to break once we're in full screen. This, then we do this and fix it in OBS. And voila. Okay. Flower of Time. Page 2. How did I survive the great sculptors? If asked who's responsible for your reward, take these prickly boons. Your toughness score determines the potency of your guilt, your burdens. I even played my part in diverting the river beneath Red Rock. The earlier philosophers assumed them to be seen to first of all. If one could get to the freeholds along the Twining Thaw, certain powers allow you to humble the proud, to bear those sacred apparatuses. I live to serve the free seer deep in the home kiln of a shelf, increasing upward from a flaming mug or canteen. Unfortunately for the latter, that the ether offered resistance, it would add but another cipher to a vast lake of crystalline water. None have ever returned. Share your life in the atmosphere. The Sunderleys, obviously and unfortunately. No primary sources are available from these distant lands. A connoisseur of liquids. Repair the Waydroid. May the ground shake, but the chosen will be fine. Stifling is usually reserved as a punishment for high crimes, such as we are apt to think that the air is not atomic in structure. First, speak with Q-Girl. Over time, several of the mountain. A bright red light streams with rare brilliancy, causing all reddish and colored objects to glow with a leather wristband. Now that all of this is the tanned hide of a distant life, a lost dream takes hold. You must journey to Amon Porch, far to the ability you wish to bind to the ability. Least control of my children rots for you. After Ben Letty is seen, when the desert men. Till 10 o'clock the sun disappeared, there would be nothing like his prodigious father. Lost! Crab eggs? Bizarre, scuttling noise. It came to Kayakakuka a few years ago. Something drove them deep beneath the weight of your physical mutations, and the skin of his cloak and over his eyes, and sweat glistens on the paper jackets of the Enclave. Determine how severely the missile penetrates your target's armor. Your target indicates that your attack hit, but failed to penetrate your opponent's armor with melee attacks. How much cold damage and your ability to a massive steel haft. But I prefer the shifting and tumbling of angle-less motion. Clank think. Clank got it. Clank puff on debt. The first is widely extended and horizontal, averaging 1,800 feet at height. Clan Windsowol's sigil is a record of every color flit about the area. Thusly, Clan Karsat's sigil is a conical drill whose spinning produces an acidic slime, which it came with a base AV score of 0. A cubic foot of dreary rock that spun about Pato's star. Indeed, boy. Though I've heard it before, of course. Most characters begin with certain powers without having the associated skills if you're cast or culling. Usually he is encompassed with bright blue veins. I sing of the eldest and wisest of all beings. Praise Dagon, the rhetorical, who speaks truth to Chrome. Their being is our gift. I didn't either, Zapper. I didn't either. Alright, alright. Griggs Bashai. Randomly generated audiobooks for your listening pleasure. Hey, Angelagor. The overlay wasn't made for a game like this that, I can't control where the text height is, but it mostly fit. It mostly fit.